Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Economic mobility is about movement, from where someone starts to where they can go. Education, employment, opportunity, and access to resources that shape long-term outcomes. When mobility systems are strong, people can move forward in life. When they are weak, people get stuck. Tonight our panel asks, how can communities strengthen economic mobility systems? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode we explored innovation systems. Tonight we begin a new chapter, economic mobility systems, how people move between income levels, opportunities, and long-term stability.
So this is about helping people move forward economically.
Exactly. Mobility is about pathways. Tonight we'll discuss job access, education and training pathways, small business entry, wage progression systems, housing stability, and barriers that prevent upward movement. President Pipeline, when a community wants to strengthen economic mobility systems, where should it begin? We'll hear your answer right after the break.
The tents are up along the square. The smell of barbecue fills the air. The farmers bring the...
Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities strengthen economic mobility systems? President Pipeline will begin with you.
Thank you. Economic mobility begins with education and skill pathways. People need access to learning opportunities that connect directly to jobs, not just theory, but real-world application.
So education must connect to outcomes.
Exactly. Learning must lead to opportunity,
Many people feel stuck because they lack clear pathways forward.
which is why systems must show clear steps.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Expand vocational training and apprenticeships. Support workforce development programs. Make career pathways visible and understandable.
So clarity helps mobility.
Absolutely. If people can't see the path, they can't move forward.
Education creates opportunity.
Skills create access.
And both enable movement.
A strong beginning for tonight's discussion. After the break, Lady Progress discusses economic systems and upward mobility design. Captain Constitution explores fairness and equal opportunity. Stay with us. Welcome back. Tonight we're exploring how communities can strengthen economic mobility systems. So far we've discussed education and skills pathways. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, how does economic system design affect mobility?
Economic mobility improves when systems are designed for access. That means reducing unnecessary barriers and ensuring opportunities are not limited to only a few pathways.
So design shapes fairness.
Exactly. Poor design creates bottlenecks. Good design creates flow.
Captain Constitution, what role does fairness play in economic mobility?
Fairness ensures equal opportunity to participate in economic systems. It does not guarantee equal outcomes, but it guarantees fair access to opportunity itself.
So fairness is about access.
Very much so. Without fairness, mobility becomes restricted.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Education builds opportunity.
Skills build access.
Design builds flow.
Fairness builds legitimacy.
So mobility depends on both structure and fairness working together.
That's right. Market Maverick off microphone, and ideally not requiring 6 forms and a notarized life story. After the break, Market Maverick discusses practical mobility systems. Professor Data explores research on economic inequality and access. And the People's Advocate shares everyday habits that support upward mobility. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
Same as it has through the years. Watching seasons come.
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed education, skills, system design, and fairness in economic mobility systems. Now let's ask an important question. How do economic mobility systems work in real-world practice? Market Maverick, what practical steps improve economic mobility systems?
Streamline job application processes, improve access to career training programs, connect employers directly with workforce platforms, and reduce unnecessary administrative barriers.
So simplicity improves mobility?
Exactly. Complex systems trap people in place.
Professor Data, what does research suggest about economic mobility?
Research shows that communities with strong education to employment pipelines, accessible training, and reduced structural barriers experience higher rates of upward mobility and economic stability.
So structure affects outcomes?
Very much so. Systems shape opportunity distribution.
People's Advocate, what practical advice would you offer listeners?
Explore local training programs. Ask about job placement resources. Build new skills continuously. Stay informed about economic opportunities.
Quick thoughts.
Education builds opportunity.
Skills build access.
Design builds flow.
Fairness builds legitimacy.
Economic mobility should also consider environmental sustainability and long-term job creation.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps communities strengthen economic mobility systems. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our final segment. Stay with us.
The aspens turn to shades of gold.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can strengthen economic mobility systems. We've talked about education, skills, design, fairness, and real-world systems that help people move forward in life. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one habit that strengthens economic mobility systems, what would it be?
Ensure every person can clearly see pathways from education to employment. Clarity builds direction.
Invest in skill-building opportunities that connect directly to real jobs. Skills build access.
Design systems that reduce unnecessary barriers to advancement. Design builds flow.
Guarantee fair access to opportunity across all communities. Fairness builds legitimacy.
Encourage sustainable job growth that protects long-term community well-being. Sustainability builds stability.
Make processes simple, fast, and easy to navigate. Simplicity builds movement.
Stay engaged with local training, job resources, and community programs. Engagement builds awareness.
Continue studying and improving economic mobility systems so that opportunity becomes more accessible, measurable, and effective over time.
Economic mobility is not a single program. It is a system of pathways. When those pathways are clear, people move. When they are blocked, people stall. When they are fair, communities grow together. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage opportunity, fairness, and stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep moving forward, keep building pathways, keep lifting together, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come